Welcome back to Great Day SA. You know, purchasing a home can have a big impact in your life and even more on your budget. So it's really important to make sure that you're getting the absolute best deal possible. Well, Geoff Snyder is the owner of Clarity Mortgage, and he's here with some simple tips to help protect yourself. Good morning, Geoff.
Hi, how are you doing?
Great Day. Great. This is your first time on the show,
yes,
so we want to
is.
give you a warm welcome here.
Thanks for having me.
Now, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you decided to open up Clarity Mortgage.
Well, you don't start off owning your own business, and so I worked for other companies in town, and what I saw was that there was a few too many fees. The rates were padded. Rates are different amongst all these banks, and I decided to open up a mortgage company that would deliver the lowest rate, and most of our loans have no lender fees at all. So we're typically
many fees, because those fees can really get you, and they add up.
They're
like,
thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
and we tend to. A majority of our loans have no lender fees whatsoever. So we come in as the cheapest lender in San Antonio in most cases.
Wait, you come in as what?
The cheapest lender in San Antonio.
No
kidding. Yeah, it
kidding.
changes a little bit day to day, but we're always down at the bottom, and a lot of days we will be the cheapest lender.
That gives a lot of people some hope. Now tell us, what is the difference between you and a lot of big banks? Because there's some competition there.
Correct. Well, if you think about a big bank, a big bank does many, many things every day. They're doing deposits and things like that. We're a mortgage company. All we do are mortgages. So every day we have to be very, very good at mortgages, or else we wouldn't be in business. So a bank can change its mind the next day or the next day, and the customer service isn't there as well. So a big company like a bank or even a credit union, they're not going to give you their cell phone. You call them over the weekend, whereas you can call me, you can call my staff, and anytime anybody has questions, because questions don't come up Monday through Friday when you're buying a home. Most of the questions even come up on Saturday and Sunday, and they'll call my cell phone or they'll call one of my staff's cell phone. We answer, help them calm them down, make them feel comfortable.
You don't see that with big banks at all.
No,
they're so busy with so many other things, and this is so much more personable.
Right. Well, and they probably have somebody on the West Coast or East Coast working on your closing, and so good luck trying to get a hold of somebody there.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yep.
Now we have some bullet points that we want to share with you with some simple tips that Geoff brought us. So Clarity Mortgage versus the big banks. Remember to look at not only the rate, but the fees as well.
Correct. So all rates are not the same. A lot of times, and banks don't want to stress the fees that you charge. They'll always talk about the rate. They'll always show you a rate, but what they're not showing you, the average home price in San Antonio is about $230,000. Well, the average amount of fees that they're going to get charged are probably anywhere from $2,000 to as much as $6,000 between these banks. And so you want to look for something that charges zero. The rate is important, but a lot of people focus on that a little bit too much.
And having low credit gives you a lot of hope, which is awesome, because people think, I've got low credit, I can't do it, it's impossible. Now, what would you tell those people that think, I have to rent for the rest of my life, this is just the way my credit is, and this and that? What would you tell them?
Well, that's incorrect. About 10 years ago, we had a mortgage meltdown. I don't know how many people remember that.
Big hit.
But the government really didn't change the rules for lending. What changed was the banks. The government will still let you buy a home with a 500 credit score. A lot of people don't know that. So I know it sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it?
That is insane. So, okay, repeat that again.
You can have a 500 credit score and still buy a home
today.
Which
is pretty low,
Very low. But on a day-to-day basis, you're probably going to have 580 or above. But what happened is the banks tightened up and the lenders tightened up. So there are outlets to get mortgages for just a 500 credit score, 550 credit score, 580. It doesn't mean if you have a 500 credit score, you're going to get a loan. But it does mean that you're in the ballpark. You can do some things to help yourself out and probably buy a home in the near future.
So what can people do? They call you, and then what's next?
They can call us. We'll pull their credit. We'll do a credit profile for them. We'll take a look at it. And then one of the great things about living in San Antonio, and this is kind of a plug for the city, they have one of the best down payment assistance programs. So if you're a little short on cash and you don't have your down payment, the city of San Antonio actually has a fantastic program. They actually have a couple of them. You can go to their website. But they are very helpful. They're a good partner to be with, because they want people owning homes and eventually paying taxes on those homes and pride of home ownership.
Geoff, thank you so much for enlightening us on a lot of information that I'm sure people didn't know was out there. So this is great. Once again, this is your Mortgage Solutions Simplified. The number is 210-362-1244. You can also visit them online at claritymortgagetx.com. Geoff, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. Once again, the number is 362-1244.